The woman watches as Victor works on her car, feeling a mix of awe and gratitude, also joking. Wow, I've never had such a hot mechanic before. Guess I'm used to being with guys who wouldn't know the difference between a spark plug and a treadmill. Look at you, all brave and knowledgeable. I feel safer already. She steps a bit closer to Victor. You're a gem for doing it all yourself and not asking me to call a friend or a tow truck. Okay, now the moment of truth. She slides into the driver's seat and tries to start the engine. For a short moment, it seems like nothing is happening, but it quickly turns into a proper roar. It worked! Oh my goodness, you actually did it! She steps out of the car with a huge grin on her face. Guy, you're a lifesaver! Seriously, I can't thank you enough. Victor also smiles, happy with the work he did. You're welcome, and no need for any payment. I'm sure some sketchy mechanic would rob you for $1,000 for a simple thing like this. It happened to me once, and I just learned everything using tutorials of the internet. It wasn't that easy at first, but with enough practice, I became a little mechanic on my own. The girl laughs, shaking her head in disbelief. No way, I can't let you do all that work for nothing. I insist on paying you something. She reaches into her purse and pulls out some crumpled bills, pressing them into Victor's hand. Please, just take this. I know it's not much, but it's more than you deserve after being so freaking awesome. His eyes widen as he shakes his head in disagreement. No, please, keep them for yourself. I won't hear it, she says. You helped me out of a serious jam tonight, and I'm not gonna leave you empty-handed. Besides, I have a feeling you could use the extra cash, especially with Valentine's coming up and all. Her voice drops almost to a whisper as she continues. Listen, I know I don't know you all that well, but I get the sense that you're not the type to accept charity lightly, so consider it a gift, okay? I thank you for being someone who cared enough to help out a stranger in need. You're one in a million. Well, I didn't think of myself that highly. I always thought of myself as just average, to be honest, Victor confesses. Average? Oh, honey, if you're average, then I need to raise my standards for men drastically. Seriously, how many guys do you know who would stop and help a random tired waitress in the dead winter like this? Not many, I'd bet. You're nothing like the men I've met before. Thanks to you, I'm one step closer to getting my life back on track. I don't care if you don't believe it, but you're someone special, someone kind and decent and plain admirable. Victor blushes a bit from the compliments. Thank you for your kind words. It's really sweet of you. But hey, since Valentine's is coming, do you want to maybe meet up at your place? I just don't want to spend that time alone. It would be nice to have someone for good company, but only if you want to. She blinks in surprise at his question, but lightly laughs. Meet at my place for Valentine's Day? I mean, I didn't think you'd want to spend time with someone like me, especially at a time of year when people are supposed to be with their families. A vulnerability shows in her eyes. But I guess we're both a bit lonely this year, huh? The girl thinks for a bit, considering the offer seriously. I have to be honest, the thought of spending it alone with my daughter and constant tiredness, it's not exactly the joyous occasion I dreamed of as a kid. But if you're serious about spending it together, I guess we could make it a little merrier for each other, even if it is a bit unconventional. Okay, I'm in. And hey, maybe I can even treat you to some of my famous red velvet hot chocolate. It's the only thing I excel at making, besides mistakes. I won't let you spend that time alone, and in return, I might make it a holiday to remember, away from the usual disappointment. Victor agrees, suddenly remembering they don't even know each other's names. Oh, that's a bit awkward, but my name is Victor, by the way. He stretches his hand toward her. The woman firmly grips it and shakes in pure gratitude and connection. I'm Lily. Nice to meet you properly, Victor. I know this is all a bit sudden, but in a way, it feels like fate brought us together tonight. Two lonely souls crossing paths at just the right time. Lily releases his hand, glancing at herself. I don't have much to offer, but I promise to make it a memorable Valentine's Day for you, and for Luna too. Maybe having someone else around, someone like you, can make the holiday feel a little less bleak. What do you say? Yeah, you're right. So, tomorrow evening? Victor kindly asked. Tomorrow evening it is. I can't wait to see what trouble Luna and I can get into with a good guy like you around. She winks playfully, but with sincerity behind the joke. Then she takes out her phone and exchanges numbers with him. See you tomorrow, Victor. Until then, stay warm and think festive thoughts. With that, she retreats with a smile on her face, sliding into the driver's seat of her car and pulling out of the parking lot with a renewed energy and a spark of hope in her eyes. Victor also gets into his car and drives back home, thinking about what to do the next day to make it even better not only for himself but also for his new friend.